talk to you and listen to the issues about Delhi. A lot of people know me in this room. If you don't know me, I'm married to my wife, Allie, over here, and she is pregnant. We're expecting our first child November 17th. So I have a vested interest in Delhi to raise my family here and make sure it moves in the right direction. I'm also a lawyer. I'm a partner in my own firm with another individual, and we have an associate support staff. So I know what it's like to have a budget, to have overhead, and to make those decisions that affect everyone's lives. I have people that rely on me every day for their paycheck to support their family. I know what it's like to make projections for the future and to grow a firm instead of just going paycheck to paycheck. Now, you've heard a lot about Delhi, and when I started going to these meetings, associations, and various groups, there was a lot of political infighting. And no matter what forum you went to, you would see the same political infighting. And at that point, that's when I realized I need to step up and be a new leader, because I come in, I don't carry any baggage, I don't have any vendettas, I don't have any agendas or hit lists. I want to do what's right for Delhi, and that's my goal. And the way I can do that as an attorney, I can use my skills to listen, assess the situation, implement something, negotiate, compromise. I can use my skills that I've been practicing for the last over 7 years to help Delhi in many areas. Now, you know that times are tough right now in Delhi. The budget's been cut by 70%. That's from the economy and losing the estate tax. And times are tough. And we have Price Hill near us. We don't know who's going to win the city of Cincinnati mayor race. We know Roxanne Qualls is supporting the streetcar, but we know Cranley would want to do some development in Price Hill. Nonetheless, we have to deal with it. And the way we do that is we support our police department. I support our police department, and they're on a bare bones budget right now. We used to have 32 officers. We're down to 28. We don't have enough officers to run the patrols we need. We don't have any narcotics unit at this point. And all the crimes you're seeing, the break-ins, the burglaries, robberies, car break-ins, those are drug-related crimes. With no narcotics unit, how do you stop that? So we need to make sure that everyone's on board. And as a trustee, as a CEO of the township, you need to make sure that we support our police department, because there's going to be another levy next year for 2014. And we can't just maintain. I know Chief Howard says, I just want to maintain. We need to beef up the police to make sure Delhi stays what it is and doesn't let Price Hill bleed into it. Moreover, with our police department, we only have one detective. Lieutenant Macaluso is actually a lieutenant who should be overseeing investigations. Instead, he's now doing detective work with Adam Cox. So they need help, and they're on a bare bones budget. I also support the Delhi Fire Department. Again, they're on a bare bones budget also, and they have their own problems. They have to deal with Obamacare with the part-time firefighters. They've had their hours reduced because of Obamacare, and now they have to find out how to schedule all these firefighters and be able to maintain the services that we enjoy and expect. On top of that, the fire union will be doing negotiations next year. Again, you heard what Green Township did with the 000, and you see what Green Township is doing, and it's great. And you need someone to negotiate those contracts. As a lawyer, I do negotiations all day, every day, and I can do that. So we need to support our fire department. I know I was talking to one firefighter that was in the union. He said that they are scraping money together to make sure the paramedics get the training. They barely have enough money to get the training. And that they're asking these people, these teachers, to come out and volunteer their time or do it at a reduced rate just so they can maintain their training with the paramedics. Additionally, I do support the parks. Unfortunately, it's become too political. And it's become a political hotspot that people use it to try to move their agendas along. We need to make it family friendly. And by bringing in outside people to Delhi, it helps Delhi. It helps economic development. Economic development is not just about bringing new businesses or filling the holes on Delhi Pike. It's bringing people in to spend money here. So we need to do that. We need to support the parks. Last but not least, we do need economic development. And the way you do that is you don't create more government. You empower the private sector, the organizations, the community leaders to get out there and start putting pressure on people and bringing in jobs. And the one untapped resource we have in Delhi right now is Mount St. Joe. They're a huge asset that we have not tapped into yet. And we need to mend that relationship with Mount St. Joe so we can grow together. We can do programs to get students over Delhi Pike. So not only empowering the private sector to bring in new business and new organizations, new jobs, but we bring in more people, bring the students over from Mount St. Joe. As trustee, I promise, like Cheryl said, I will be visible and accessible and open. A lot of my cards are on the table. I put my phone number and email on there. If you ever want to contact me, I'm happy to talk to you about any of this. But hopefully with your support on November 5th, we can make these changes and take Delhi to the next level. Thank you.